Most people don't feel unloved, they feel misunderstood, and astrology explains why. Every zodiac sign experiences love differently. What feels comforting to one sign can feel overwhelming to another. Today, we're exploring how each zodiac sign needs love, emotionally and psychologically. Welcome to Zodiac Path, astrology that helps you love and live more clearly. Let's dive in. If love has ever felt confusing, it's often because you're loving someone through a different emotional lens. That lens begins with the elements. Each element has its own emotional needs, instincts, and love language. So before we go sign by sign, let's explore how love works through the elements. And once you understand the elements, everything else starts to make sense. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire signs need love that feels alive. They need encouragement, belief, and space to be themselves. When they feel controlled, they pull away, not because they don't care, but because love must feel freeing to them. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth signs need consistency. Love is shown through reliability, honesty, and actions. They trust slowly, but deeply. When promises are broken, it affects them more than they show. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs need mental connection. Conversation, curiosity, and shared ideas make them feel close. When communication fades, they feel emotionally distant, even if love is present. Water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Water signs need emotional safety. They feel deeply and intuitively. When they don't feel emotionally seen, they retreat inward to protect themselves. Now that you understand love through the elements, let's take it one step deeper. Because each zodiac sign has a unique way of giving love and a unique way of receiving it. Let's explore all 12. How each zodiac sign gives and receives love. Aries needs love that feels energizing, direct, and alive. Psychologically, Aries is driven by autonomy and momentum. They associate love with movement and passion, not emotional stagnation. When love becomes overly restrictive, overly cautious, or passive, Aries may feel unseen or dulled, even if care is present. They bond through shared action, bravery, and mutual encouragement. Aries feels most loved when someone believes in them, supports their independence, and chooses them boldly. Emotionally, they need reassurance that love won't cost them their identity. When Aries feels trusted to lead and free to explore, their loyalty and devotion intensify naturally. Taurus needs love that is steady, tangible, and dependable. Ruled by Venus, Taurus experiences love through the body and the senses. Touch, routine, presence, and consistency matter more than words. Psychologically, Taurus seeks safety after learning that instability creates emotional stress. They give love slowly but with great depth, and they need proof that love will last. Broken promises or emotional unpredictability disrupt their trust deeply, even if they remain calm outwardly. Taurus feels most loved when someone shows up reliably, respects their pace, and builds a shared sense of security. Love, for Taurus, must feel grounded and enduring. Gemini needs love that stimulates the mind and invites curiosity. Psychologically, Gemini connects emotionally through language, ideas, and shared exploration of thoughts. When communication fades or becomes repetitive, they may feel disconnected, even if emotional care exists. Gemini's adaptability hides a deep need to feel mentally understood and engaged. They give love through conversation, humor, and shared experiences, but need reassurance that their voice matters. Love feels safe to Gemini when it allows openness, variety, and intellectual exchange. When someone listens attentively and responds with curiosity, Gemini feels emotionally chosen and mentally bonded. Cancer needs love that feels emotionally safe, nurturing, and sincere. Psychologically, Cancer forms bonds through vulnerability and emotional memory. They remember how love feels more than how it is expressed. Because they feel deeply, they are highly sensitive to emotional shifts and unspoken tension. When they don't feel reassured, they may retreat inward as self-protection. Cancer gives love through care, empathy, and devotion, but needs consistent emotional presence in return. They feel most loved when someone offers reassurance, warmth, and loyalty without judgment. For Cancer, love must feel like home. Leo needs love that recognizes and celebrates their heart. Psychologically, Leo's confidence is fueled by appreciation and emotional validation, not ego, but acknowledgement. When their efforts or affection go unnoticed, they may feel emotionally invisible. Leo gives love generously, protectively, and with warmth, often expressing affection openly. They need to feel admired not just for what they do, but for who they are. Love feels secure to Leo when it includes affection, praise, and loyalty. When someone shows pride in loving them, Leo's devotion becomes fierce and unwavering. Virgo needs love that feels respectful, patient, and emotionally safe. Psychologically, Virgo often equates love with responsibility and usefulness, which can lead them to overgive. They show love through support, problem-solving, and attention to detail, but may struggle to ask for emotional reassurance. Virgo needs love that doesn't rush or criticize their sensitivity. They feel most loved when someone values their effort, respects their boundaries, and offers calm emotional consistency. When love feels predictable and non-judgmental, Virgo relaxes and allows vulnerability. Trust grows when they know they don't have to earn affection through perfection. Libra needs love that feels balanced, mutual, and harmonious. Psychologically, Libra is highly attuned to emotional reciprocity and fairness. They thrive in relationships where effort, communication, and care flow both ways. When imbalance occurs, Libra may internalize discomfort or overcompensate to restore peace. They give love through understanding, compromise, and emotional attentiveness. Libra feels most loved when they sense genuine partnership and shared emotional investment. Love must feel aesthetically and emotionally aligned. When harmony is present without self-sacrifice, Libra feels safe to express their true needs. Scorpio needs love that is emotionally honest, loyal, and deep. Psychologically, Scorpio seeks transformation through connection. Surface-level affection feels empty to them. They are highly intuitive and sensitive to emotional truth, making dishonesty especially damaging. Scorpio gives love with intensity and devotion, but requires trust and vulnerability in return. When they feel emotionally exposed without safety, they may withdraw or become guarded. Scorpio feels most loved when someone is emotionally transparent, committed, and willing to bond deeply. For Scorpio, love is not casual, it is sacred and transformative. Sagittarius needs love that allows growth, freedom, and shared meaning. Psychologically, Sagittarius associates love with expansion, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. They resist relationships that feel limiting or overly possessive. Sagittarius gives love through optimism, honesty, and shared adventures, but needs trust and openness in return. When love feels heavy or restrictive, they may distance themselves to preserve autonomy. Sagittarius feels most loved when someone supports their curiosity and growth while remaining emotionally present. Love must feel like a journey, not a cage, for Sagittarius to fully commit. Capricorn needs love that feels reliable, respectful, and intentional. Psychologically, Capricorn values stability and long-term vision, often expressing love through responsibility rather than emotion. They may struggle to show vulnerability, but deeply need emotional consistency and trust. Capricorn gives love through commitment, effort, and protection, and feels most loved when those efforts are recognized. Love feels safe to Capricorn when it aligns with their goals and values. When emotional maturity and reliability are present, Capricorn gradually opens their guarded heart and invests deeply. Aquarius needs love that respects individuality and mental connection. Psychologically, independence. They give love through acceptance, understanding, and unconventional support. Aquarius values authenticity and freedom of thought, often prioritizing emotional detachment to protect independence. They give love through acceptance, understanding, and unconventional support. Aquarius feels most loved when someone allows them space to be themselves without pressure or control. Emotional closeness develops through shared ideas, values, and mutual respect. When love feels non-judgmental and mentally stimulating, Aquarius opens emotionally in their own unique way. Love must honor both connection and independence. Pisces needs love that is gentle, empathetic, and emotionally attuned. Psychologically, Pisces experiences love through emotional and spiritual resonance. They are deeply sensitive to energy and emotional shifts, often absorbing the feelings of others. Pisces gives love through compassion, imagination, and emotional presence, but needs reassurance and emotional clarity in return. When love feels harsh or dismissive, they may retreat into fantasy or withdrawal. Pisces feels most loved when someone offers softness, understanding, and emotional sincerity. Love must feel soulful and safe for Pisces to thrive. Understanding how you need love isn't weakness, it's emotional intelligence. And when you understand how others love differently, relationships stop feeling confusing and start feeling real. If this helped you understand yourself or someone you care about, you're in the right place. Follow and subscribe to Zodiac Path. We're here to explore astrology in a way that actually makes sense and helps you grow.